For what purpose does the gentleman from Kansas seek recognition?
Mr. Chairman, I move to strike the last word.
The gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'm glad to join my colleague from Pennsylvania in co-sponsoring this important amendment, but I must admit it is regrettable, actually shameful, we actually have to be here today discussing this topic. As a member of the House Veteran Affairs Committee, I have heard over and over and over again of stories of abuse, neglect, and mismanagement within the VA. But the one thing I never hear about is accountability. In fact, under the leadership of the current Secretary, a senior executive service employee who has presided over mismanagement at the VA is more likely to receive a sizable bonus than to be disciplined or fired. This culture of anything goes has got to stop. And the best way to stop this is to send a strong signal across the Department of VA that Congress means business. It is obvious from the headlines about the sizable bonuses received by VA administrators in Georgia, South Carolina, Pittsburgh, and Phoenix that the performance award system at the VA is a failure. I've asked the VA in congressional hearing after hearing for a specific list of disciplinary actions the department has imposed on employees and executives who have presided over these delays and preventable veteran deaths. Instead of giving answers, they've only pointed to retirements, transfers, or bureaucratic slaps on the wrist, but not a single undeserved performance bonus has been returned to the taxpayer. These smokescreen attempts to create the appearance of accountability are unfortunately, the story last week of Phoenix is not an isolated event. Just 3 weeks ago, in our committee, the VA admitted to another 23 preventable deaths within their facilities. The VA bureaucrats responsible for the management of the facilities consistently receive sizable bonuses from hardworking taxpayers. These administrators have been given a sacred trust to care and serve our nation's veterans, and quite frankly, Mr. Chairman, they've broken that trust, and it's time for accountability. For these reasons, I urge my colleagues to support this amendment to defund these VA bonuses and return some accountability to the VA. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
The gentleman yields back. For what purpose does the gentleman from Georgia seek recognition?
Move to strike the last word.